Oh my god.
Hello, everybody. Or no, now is it?
I think we're good.
Live?
Oh my god.
It's at
Hello.
0.0.
No, it's just
Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome back, or welcome us back. Here I am. Here we are. YouTube.com/Astrology.
We're
I'm
back.
Anna.
We've been. I don't know.
How do we do it? I'm Nina.
Oh, I'm Shaina.
And this is Giorgia's live Drag Me. We're like 5 minutes late. Sorry about that. But here we are.
We're pulling up her chart now. And Giorgia, when you're here, just
let us know.
Yep, what she said. And we will get started.
Meanwhile, here's the spiel.
Yes.
So, a Drag Me is a service that we provide on our website, youtube.com. On our website, Party Trick Astrology.
So just give us some time.
PartyTrickAstrology.com. And it's the least educational and most cheeky reading that we provide. We also provide a selection of others. Currently, they are all out of stock, and we're going to have a meeting right after this about when they will be back in stock. I know that a lot of people are asking when they're going to be back in stock, and the reason that we're ignoring you is because we don't know.
Nina's going out of town again, so we're going to have a little meeting about what we're doing here.
Yes.
And I'm going to be going out of town. And
Hanukkah's coming. Christmas is coming.
Christmas, Thanksgiving, my birthday.
My birthday.
New Year's.
Your birthday, Giorgia.
Yeah, that's so true. Yours is the first day of Hanukkah.
Yeah.
This year, so congratulations, I guess. Yeah, we're just waiting for her. I think I was gonna plug something that I forgot that I've never plugged here, which is the Actors React to Porn video.
Oh yeah, plug it away.
That Nina was also involved with, and I guess I'll link that down below. It's just something fun. I'm not good at advertising for myself.
Yeah. Also. Yeah, whoop whoop retrograde season. It's not even Mercury retrograde yet. What's
soon.
happening?
Did you know the day that?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the day that Venus gets out of retrograde, Mercury goes into retrograde. You have there's like a 5-hour span or something where there's no retrograde, where we're thriving, and then it's like back to business. But
yeah, but actually, speaking of plugging things, I recently did a partnership with horoscope.com, and I did that over the summer, and it's now on horoscope.com. So if you want to check out your horoscope on horoscope.com, you'll see a video
if you finally want to hear one of us talk about sun signs.
Yeah. Everyone asking for sun signs. Those videos are on sun signs. But I also recommend watching your Venus sign and your Mars sign because we talk about love and sex in those videos too.
Yeah. So once this is done, I'll link it down below. But yeah, and the little thingy majiggy. I don't know, what is that called? The down bar. Yeah. But I don't know. What's up? There's like 21 people. How you doing, 21 people? Yeah. How has been this month of October? We maybe have uploaded, but we haven't filmed at all.
How was everyone's, what's it called? October 30th, when the chart was just like Drake's chart.
Oh. No, that wasn't October 30th.
It was October 29th.
Oh, yeah, it was October 29th.
Yeah, the moon was in Cancer.
I'm struggling. Me too. High five, girl. Ever since, though, I felt the shift of Venus retrograde going back into Libra.
Me too.
And I was like, oh, so much better. So
opposite, because now it's intercepted. And I'm like,
what is that? When it was intercepted for me in Scorpio, I was like, and now it's in Libra, and I'm like, oh, yeah.
And I'm like, when it was in Scorpio, I was like,
I got this.
Now I'm like,
yeah, that's so funny. No, I'm like, it's gonna be in Scorpio for like a long ass time. It's like 4 months or something.
Yeah, I think it's not till like January.
I don't know. I don't want that.
But how's everyone's Mars in Aquarius? I'm feeling
that's fun. I think it's such a chill placement.
Yeah.
To have in the sky.
No, everyone who's in Aquarius or Mars in Aquarius right now, you're just feeling like a little extra. I remember when I was first learning astrology, someone said this. I wish I knew who, but their exact wording was, if you're in Aquarius, Mars is in Aquarius right now, and so you're just feeling a little extra swag. And I was like 15, so I was like, yeah. Yeah, I am feeling a little bit of extra swag.
That's so funny. Yeah. But when it's Capricorn season, all hell breaks loose for me. I don't get that feeling. Oh wait, no, then yeah.
Capricorn season, like sun.
Oh, but if Mars is in Capricorn, that's the situation. Oh no, I like Mars in Capricorn because it was just and it was fun too.
Yeah, it was.
I don't know. Mars has never been.
Mars in Capricorn is a great time to get a crystal healing because Mars rules over crystals, and Mars is exalted in.
I'm going to message Giorgia real quick because
you can just click on that.
Oh, the more you know. Oh, why can't I do this? Oh, I guess it doesn't show her. Oh.
Necessary, sustainable.
Oh, shut up, advertisement. Sorry, this is
quality content right
quality
here.
Content.
Also, the quality. Oh my god, the quality thumbnail too. Because while we're waiting, I'll make her thumbnail right now.
Yeah.
Or it's not. I don't know if I forgot. We need to have new thumbnails because Shaina has orange hair in all of our thumbnails.
Yeah, very true.
What's on our list of
crack-a-lacking? That better be soy chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
Scorpios are giving me life right now. I think that they're secretly sucking it away. You just think they're giving you life right now.
Never have I ever said Scorpios are giving me life. Actually, I probably have. I used to have different. Well, actually, I like Scorpio females.
Oh my god, no.
Shout out to you.
Bye.
What?
I deleted the message.
Oh, I didn't know.
Hi, I love you guys. Please do videos about Mercury and Sagittarius and the rest of the planets.
So the Mercury series.
Yeah, it's
we
not
know
as
a lot
fun
of
as
people want that, but honestly, we think that's probably gonna be pretty boring. If anything, I think like Mercury aspects are cooler, and we'll do a Mercury skip. So
yeah, a Mercury skip would be good, but other than like a few lines about it, like I feel like the videos would just be a few minutes long, and then people would be like, okay.
You might do a conglomerate, like one about all the Mercury signs.
That's what I mean, yeah, because that would make more sense. But Giorgia is here.
Yes.
So we are going to get
Let's
started.
get to dragging. Okay. So first of all, you have all of your planets within 4 signs.
Yeah, and they're all next to each other too.
Like borderline 3. Actually, borderline 2. Because you're a Sagittarius sun. Sagittarius sun and Pluto. And then everything except your Jupiter, Uranus, and Saturn is in Capricorn.
Yes. So you have this crazy Capricorn stellium, and it's not all in the 10th house, but a lot of it's in the 10th house. And okay, so let's start with, oh my god, it's so weird to get back to dragging. Okay, so you have a Pisces rising with Saturn retrograde in the 1st house, intercepted. Honestly, I do know somebody with this exact 1st house. And I know a lot of stories about this person, and you do not know how to learn your lessons. Like, you can get away with so much stuff, and you will never, ever learn. And it's almost like karma doesn't come back to you. It does, but it like not.
But you're like, was that karma?
No. But no, it's like, it's not like, was this karma? It's like, what did I do to deserve this? Because you're Pisces rising. But like, you probably have done something where you'll just total your car in some stupid way of like crashing it into a fire hydrant. And then and then the next day you get a new car. And did you learn your lesson from crashing your car? Nope. Did the world ever give you that lesson to learn? No, but you got something else instead, and you didn't learn your lesson from there.
Also, as far as 12th house stuff goes, you have a pretty empty 12th house except for Jupiter. And we know somebody who is the same. And like the Jupiter in there makes all the difference. Like this person.
We know 2 people with just Jupiter in 12th house, yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, because Jupiter is the planet of expansion.
Yeah.
And it's right on the cusp of your 12th house.
You probably feel it a little bit in the 11th house too, but that doesn't negate its
It doesn't
12th
make
house.
so it's like you were so close to not being a total escapist.
Yeah.
But you are.
And it just adds to it because you're already Pisces rising, so you already have that in you. And it's like not all Pisces risings are like druggies or all that stuff, right? There's different kinds of things. But I think the Jupiter in the 12th house just like you, unless you have, which you probably do have a lot of self-control, and unless you don't exercise that self-control, you have a very addictive personality.
Yes, for
like,
sure.
And I think it's one of those addictive personalities that's like, yeah, so what? Like, you don't get that it's a big deal. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's very much, I mean, in some ways it's like, oh, they own it, but in other ways it's like, get your shit together. Like, I don't know.
It's also like, I don't really want to, and everything's gonna be fine anyway, because I'm a Sagittarius sun in the 9th house, Sagittarius sun in the 9th house. Like, I feel
everything's gonna be fine.
Yeah, everything's gonna be fine. But at the same time, with your 10th house telling you, we probably really get on yourself about when you're very lazy. But at the same time, you can't help yourself, and you also think like, well, everything's gonna be fine anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. So also, Jupiter in the 12th house spends way too much money on things that they don't need. Like if it's if you can spend your money on, okay, like let's say you have rent coming up, a Jupiter in the 12th isn't going to be like, okay, well, you're a Capricorn, so you probably be like, I have...
She's a Sagittarius.
Oh, well, you have a Capricorn stellium, I should say. So you probably will, like, save money for the most part for rent, but you're going to splurge any last penny. Like, savings, what are those? Why do you need savings when you could buy this reading, when you could buy something spiritual, when you could buy some incense, when you can buy some drugs, when you can buy some alcohol, like, when you can buy anything that allows you to escape and have a good time. Like, that's all you spend any excess money on. It's just, like, quick little escapes and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I actually know a Sagittarius with a 10th house sun and a Pisces rising. So the energy is kind of a little similar. And this person is can be very lazy. And like I was saying, gets on himself for being lazy, but at the same time, like feels like everything's going to be fine, right? But also when it comes to money, you have Taurus in the 2nd house, but he'll be very like, I can't afford this, this, and this. I can't spend money on this, this, and this. But he's so irresponsible. He parks so irresponsibly that he just paid off over $1,000 in parking tickets. Not because just he parks irresponsibly, but he doesn't pay them when they're due. And that just is like such
you're just gonna run away from it. Because you're like, everything will be fine.
Such a Sagittarius Pisces rising thing to do.
Yeah.
And like that is such an easily avoidable situation.
Yeah, yeah.
And at the same time, like complaining about how you can't afford this, this, and that. And then when it comes down to it, because of the Sagittarius energy, well, now all of this money came out of nowhere that I have to spend on these parking tickets that I didn't pay.
Yeah, yeah. But you'll also never learn that lesson of like, oh, if I would have just paid in the first place. No. Like that's always
the cycle continues.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like you collect stuff or something, like collect weird things, like not like you have this collection, but I feel like collection is a wrong term, but you have something that you really like that you own a shit ton of because your Taurus is in 2nd house. I feel like money, something spiritually related that like, why do you own all this shit? And anyways, okay, so
as well, like because you have
crystals, there you go. So many.
Because you have such a concentration of planets in certain areas, your houses are for the most part empty.
Yeah.
So it's like you can be very just like straightforward about things, which in a drag me translates to boring, especially because your Aries and Libra are intercepted in the 1st and 7th house. So that's just like all your classic identity issues and classic relationship issues.
You relate to every like sad meme on Instagram.
Oh my god!
Like you're that person that's like, I relate. Why is this so my life? Oh my god, I relate. Like you just are the most like you're a very relatable person to the point where it's like almost like too relatable, and you're relatable in that sense of like, what am I doing? Adulting. Like that's you. You know what I mean? Like you relate to Michelle's like adulting memes. Yeah, okay, let's see. You just Yeah, it's just like I'm overwhelmed by your Capricorn, honestly.
Okay. Let's take the Pisces rising and combination of moon in the 10th house. So you emailed us a bunch of a little bit of like a backstory about you so that we would know a little bit more about you. Basically just like a Italian American kind of life that you live. And you can see that in your Sagittarius moon in the 9th house. So I feel like you're probably a family-oriented person and rely on them. And then you've got this Pisces rising, which is like lazy. And then moon in the 10th house, we talk about in our Capricorn moon / moon in the 10th house video, how you have like a really like serious emotional attachment to your work. So it's like your parents are probably sustaining you and you're like, but I can't just be an economist, Mom and Dad. My emotions need to be involved in them because also my chart spiritually, you're that meme. Like, I'm also that meme. Shaina's a little bit of that meme of like typical LA girls who are like, no, like we can't go out tonight because the moon is void, of course. I can go out tomorrow. Like, sorry, I'll talk to you once Venus retrograde is over. Like,
I feel like you're somebody who, okay, because you've pretty spiritual placements in the sense of just like Pisces, Sagittarius energy, and naturally you're drawn to it, obviously, right? Okay, so I feel like you're somebody who definitely like felt like you didn't have to learn astrology because you're like, I already get it. Like, I already get this. And then, like, you secretly don't. You're probably a little insecure about that. All that Capricorn, you feel like you need to know everything to be able to talk about it. But you put on the show to other people that you're like, I get it. You're like, what's your sign? Oh my God. And you're somebody who will like,
let me read your chart.
Yeah.
Let me go.
And you're like, and you just like, you're like, and you think, oh, I have a friend that's this. And so you just tell them about your friend and they're like, and you're like, yeah, you do this. But you're like really talking about their Mars sign and their Mars sign is completely different.
And then they're like, oh, I don't really relate to that. Well, is it your full chart, you know? Did you know that you're not just to this side? Yeah. So it's probably like something in it is your birth time, right? Maybe your ascendant is different and that's why you don't relate to everything that I'm saying.
Or you also do this. You're like, oh my God, you're a Libra ascendant. Okay, I had this boyfriend who was a Libra ascendant. And let me tell you all about my boyfriend. Then I'll just talk about your boyfriend and the person's like, okay, so, Venus in Capricorn. We roasted that pretty bad on our Venus sign series. But like, okay, I was talking about this also in my Capricorn roasts. And I think that these people are what I was talking about when I was talking about this. Is that like, to get them to have fun is like an effort. Which is odd because so much of your chart is like, you know, nothing but fun. Like even your double Gemini Sagittarius, like that just gives more irresponsibilities to your already mutable chart. But I feel like there's something about you that like puts like maybe you have a Finsta where you like show all these crazy pictures and all this stuff. But like the moment before and after it was nothing like the picture. You're just like, I just want a picture with my titties out. And then afterwards you're like, I can't. Like, or something like that. Maybe not like I'm done, but like I feel like you very much do things for the show of it of Finsta. I don't know why I get that feeling, but I do.
Yeah, also like here's a big drag, just like the fact that you can't like let your guard down in relationships. You're always like holding back in some kind of way, and especially like, okay, Mercury in Capricorn, Venus in Capricorn, you know, the trope that we really presented in our Venus in Capricorn video is gold diggers, grave diggers even, because you're gold digging the old people. So because you're Sagittarius. This is like, I feel like I'm getting a download from the universe saying, Giorgia really wants to call people daddy, but she won't let herself.
Yeah. You can't. Venus and Mars and Capricorn.
Yeah, like you can't let yourself, you can't take yourself seriously enough to like call somebody daddy, but you're
that's
like,
all you want.
I have a feeling that's how you feel.
Yeah, you're probably very guarded when it comes to sex in a lot of ways.
Although,
but you
Italy,
put on this thing that you're not. In Italy, it's a lot different.
In Italy, no, I'm like, what do you say? Like, daddy? Is that a thing in Italy?
That's true. That's
like,
what I mean.
maybe.
Well, whatever it is, you have some kind of kinks
like that you won't let yourself.
That you won't let yourself.
Yeah,
say.
your Mars is also in Capricorn. That's nice.
I feel like you've never had a long relationship. Just because you're so like, la, 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 and I was like, oh.
Yeah, it's a combination of all this Capricorn energy in your love life and intercepted Libra in the 7th house. So, and intercepted Aries, on top of that in the 1st house. Pretty much like what you need to learn is to like love yourself in order to get into a relationship. I feel like a lot of people have to learn that, but like this is a huge thing, like speaking to you. You probably get into relationships looking for the other person to complete you, blah, 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 blah.
Oh yeah, okay, this is direct. You 100% get into relationships with people to complete you because you have an intercepted Libra in the 7th house. And what's your Juno? Your Juno's in Virgo in the 7th house. So you 100% are looking for somebody to, like, you feel like you're, why is this person just keep on saying sex? Okay. You feel like you're not a full person, and this is annoying me. Hold on.
Yeah, you feel like you're not
user in timeout. I don't know you can do that, but you're in a timeout game, something or other. But yeah, you're looking for somebody to complete you, and you're also looking for somebody who's perfect, I feel like. Especially with all that Capricorn.
This is
Juno and Virgo.
This is my assumption, is that yes, you're looking for someone perfect, but your self-esteem isn't the highest that you won't go for people that are below you, right? So what you do is, because you feel like you can't go after someone who's already perfect, you go after the person who's going to give you attention, and you're like, okay, so you're giving me attention, you're going to be the person who completes me. But I don't like that you do this, this, and this, and this. Mm-hmm. So let's just change that. Let's just, yeah.
Yeah, totally. And also, like, yeah, Juno and Virgo, so you're going to want somebody, like, you're just going to probably wind up being the person that picks apart the other person. And also, you're very disillusioned as it is. With the Pisces and with just mutable energy in general, you probably at first get into like involved with people being like, I can change myself for this person, I'm whoever you want me to be, and then the Capricorn comes out and you're like, I'm not any of that, and you cannot make me be any of that.
Yeah. Oh my god, and you're so commitment oriented. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, hugely. Definitely. And that's why I feel like you haven't been in a like long-term relationship, or if you have, it's like
it's been like one.
Yeah, it's been one, and you thought you were going to marry the person, and then when you didn't, you were like, what the fuck? The tarot cards told me I was going to.
Oh my god, I need to buy more rose quartz.
Yeah.
I
need a yoni egg right now.
And honestly,
I need to cleanse myself.
Honestly, girl, you do need a rose quartz yoni egg. You do.
Let's see here. It's just so weird because so much of your chart is like, all you're here on this world to do is have a good time, but then your Capricorn is telling you the exact opposite of that. So I feel like you're constantly going between this thing of like, if you're having a good time, you're feeling guilty because you're not doing something. If you're doing something like productive that like as a Capricorn moon we consider being productive, then you're like, well, this isn't fun, and I hate not having fun, and I'm bored now, and I just want to do something fun. Like you're just probably somebody who's never satisfied. And that's just like, I think a Capricorn thing in general is just like, what is satisfaction? But like adding that mutability.
I think also it can manifest that you're always thinking like, I can have fun now, and in the long term I'll be successful.
Oh,
maybe.
And then you're like, oh yeah, it'll come. I just need to manifest it.
Actually, no, I'm in a long relationship, 3 years with my boyfriend.
Is it your first boyfriend?
And I already have a rose.
Is how many relationships, if you don't mind, if you don't want to say though, you don't have to say, but is this like your first boyfriend? Because I feel like it would be. And I feel like his chart astrologically is very incompatible with yours. And you know what I mean?
He's going to overcome it.
And you're like, you know, like he's a this sun sign, which I know I totally shouldn't be with, but like I just. Yeah.
But you know it works because like I have this.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so funny. You already have a rose quartz.
let's see here. You're okay.
Okay, for people asking us to roast certain things, we gave this spiel at the beginning, but this is a birth chart, a Drag Me reading that Giorgia purchased. That's why we're doing her reading. And if you want one, you can purchase yours at PrayCheckAstrology.com/shop, but they're all currently out of stock. We'll let you know when they're back in stock. My boyfriend is a Gemini sun with lots of Scorpio energy.
And this is your 4th boyfriend.
Wow.
I didn't expect that.
Yeah, you know, foreign people, Americans are quite prudes when it comes to, you know, how
I guess
like,
because it's in the 11th house. Your Venus is not in the 10th house. It's in the 11th house. But that's still...
Yeah, so lots of Scorpio energy. And what, a Gemini?
A Gemini, that makes
Opposite
sense. Again,
your
not
sun.
compatible,
Yeah.
squaring your Pisces rising, or not maybe exactly by degree, but yeah. That's so funny. And let's see. So you have intercepted Aries and Libra. So you just, we roast this, we like to roast interceptions all the time, but we roasted your 7th house, but your 1st house interception is just very much just like, I feel like you're very, this is going to sound mean, but this is very, like, not mean, but obviously I'm kind of mean, but like, this is going to sound like, no, I don't know what the right word is, but like, this is a very typical, like, girl thing.
Okay,
you know, like,
stereotypical
kind of like, when you think of a cliche girl of like the 1st house kind of Aries interception,
okay.
I feel like that's what it is, you know, and that's kind of like to say, you know.
Okay, out with it.
That's it.
That's it. Oh,
you
mean that she's just a typical girl?
Just in the sense of just like that placement is of just like that we get it. You're a girl and you have trouble with self-confidence.
Okay,
you know what I mean? And like
we get it. You love
can't
Tumblr.
Stand up for yourself.
Yeah, that's what I definitely see is that you like become a martyr. You murder yourself over things. And half of it is because you want to, and half of it is because you just don't know how not to. You don't know how to be like, no, I won't read your birth chart now. Yeah. I know that I've been doing it for so many other people, but like, no, you know, so you're just gonna like give and give and give and give and give, and you're like, I love this, I love this, I love this, and now I'm slowly dying, and where's the bowl to smoke because I must escape from all these emotions that you're putting me through.
Where's
my God. Gemini boyfriend with Scorpio energy. I can only imagine the roller coaster. I'm sorry, he didn't pay for this drag me.
Yeah, no, I feel like that's I feel like that's a roller coaster of a relationship, but you like that. Yeah. I feel like if there's not some kind like, even though you're Venus and Capricorn and you're like plan stuff out, I feel like with all the mutable energy, people with all that mutable energy are attracted to like the roller coaster and rabbit holes of life. They're like, oh, this is like a bad thing to do. Let's see how it goes.
But you're also like so security oriented. I think in relationships, especially with Venus in Capricorn, Virgo ruling 7th house, Juno in Virgo, lots of Earth.
Very relationship oriented. 7th house interception with it in Libra. I feel like your parents maybe divorced, or obviously they didn't have some kind of a good relationship. And because of that, like, I don't know, maybe you're somebody who's like, I will not turn out like one of my parents. You know what I mean? That you say that. Maybe it's your dad, because that's Saturn interception. Like, I will not turn out like my dad or something. I feel like you just go, oh, your parents are so in love. Oh, that's interesting then. I wonder where the 7th house came from. The interception.
The interception?
I forgot what I was saying. I don't know. Oh, wait, I was going back to, the martyring thing. Okay. So sometimes you will be like, oh, I just want to give and blah, blah, blah. But then sometimes you'll be so, like, disillusioned by life because Pisces rising that, like, you won't realize that you're doing harm to others. You know what I mean? And you'll still feel like you're the martyr in a situation. And especially with the boyfriend with a lot of Scorpio energy, be careful there. But you might do something that is wrong, but you're like, I just don't know how to life. And so like you do something that's like wrong with life, and you're just like, I'm the victim here. I just didn't know how to life. And somebody's like, you should have learned this lesson by now. You're you're like almost 21 now. How do you not know not to blah, blah, blah? And you're just like, it's not my fault. Nobody taught me, da, da, da. But like in reality, you've been through this experience many times. And like you should know by now, but you're just like, your mom was 15 when you fell in love, and now she's 53 and they're still in love. Best couple ever. Well, I wonder where you got your... Because it doesn't say that your parents have a bad relationship.
Typically,
it just says that you're...
Typically, when you see an Aries Libra interception... In the 7th house, you'd say... Well, here's the thing. Like, my interception is held in the 4th and 10th house, and my Libra interception is held in the 4th house. So that's really the biggest indicator of your parents, like your family. Yeah. You didn't see love growing up in your family. Mm-hmm. You having Libra intercepted in the 7th house can be more to do with like not seeing healthy love in her previous relationships.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I don't know if there's anything. Can we drag Mercury and Capricorn? Because like that's how we talk.
Yeah. Okay, let's look at some aspects to your Mercury. My Mercury and Capricorn, I feel like would be lost without its aspects. It's already like I already know like people who don't like the way that I speak, or get fed up because I talk too slow or XYZ, whatever.
Yeah, it's just a very like dry and like, okay, oh, here's how we roast it. We can't tell stories. Mercury and Capricorn cannot tell a story for the life of us because we're just like, oh, you mean stories? Oh, you mean laying down the facts of what happened and not telling it in an exciting way, just being like, okay, so first we did this, and then we, oh yeah, and don't forget this detail that doesn't matter. And because like it's just like Mercury and Capricorn is just thinking like A, B, C, D cardinal. Mm-hmm. First we did this, then we did that. Then can you believe that? And it's the person's just like, that's also not how you tell a story.
It's conjunct midheaven. It's square your ascendant. A little dubious with the facts I see.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, Pisces rising is already known to exaggerate the truth a little bit. Sagittarius is like to exaggerate the truth a little bit.
So you're like, so it's not really that you tell stories and lay out fact by fact by fact. You're like fact by fact by a little off this fact, a little bits of little spice to this fact, and let me appear more like a victim than I really like. These little spices. Do you know when we started this reading?
Yeah, it's 7 minutes. Mars and Capricorn. How can I roast the Mars and Capricorn? I don't know if this is much of a roast, but I've noticed that Mars and Capricorns, okay, they have this like thin veil of everything is okay, and like my hothead is kept on log, especially because you have a lot of conjunctions with your Mars that like makes it more activated more consistently, right? And so if something breaks it, it's like something so small can break it, but what breaks it is people's stupidity. Like all this shit can go down in your life, and the second somebody is a little bit stupid or does something that you like, if you're at a store and somebody like is serving you and they don't know about their product, or I don't know, just like somebody doesn't know how to do something that they see as simple.
That triggers your anger, and you're like, how can you be so stupid? We were hanging out with a Mars and Capricorn yesterday and talking about a very passionate subject of like millennials and labels and Twitter and stuff like that. And this is a very mellow person, you know, just like, yeah. But this person got so mad.
They can get very heated.
So mad over how he perceived people to be so stupid.
Yeah, okay.
Really, really mad. Yeah. Like, funny, but like truly heated.
Triggered. Mars and Capricorn can get triggered because they have this thin veil of like trying to keep their cool because they're in control a lot. They're always trying to keep it cool, keep a straight face and stuff. But the second that thing breaks, they're like, ah.
Yes. I'm gonna.
And it doesn't break often, but it does.
I'm gonna roast Mars and Capricorn by comparing my relationships. I was with Mars and Capricorn for a pretty long time. And I've been experiencing a lot of Aries energy in my relationships as of recently, and it's just like comparing the two. God, I could never, and I'm not someone who likes to fight, you know? I like to watch people fight on reality television, but sometimes it's just like, you gotta let it out somehow, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can't fucking just fight funly. That's not a word, but you can't.
Lighthearted.
You can't have a lighthearted fight with a Mars and Capricorn, and fighting is crucial in relationships, I believe. Me, Mars and Libra intercepted in the 4th house. I believe fighting is crucial in relationships, and Mars and Capricorns don't fight. They pride themselves on not fighting in their relationship, so everything is a serious conversation. Let's sit down and talk about the facts. And if they're...
That's how I am too, though.
Yeah, but, and I'm like, that's fine. But it's like, and that's good for the big things. But when it's a little thing like, oh, you kind of like pissed me off the way that you said X, Y, and Z, I have to sit down and be like, hi, I'd like to file a complaint to
oh my God.
how you upset me when you said this.
Can I speak to the manager?
Hi, can I speak to the manager? When you said this, it upset me.
Yeah.
Whereas with someone who has like a Mars in, I don't know, like Aries or Gemini or something, I'm just like, hey, fuck you!
Yeah,
don't say that to me! And then it's like, ah! Fun times. But with the Mars and Capricorn, it's like, hi, I'd like to speak to your manager. Oh, hi, it's you. Great. So we need to have this serious discussion about a really small thing. And that's the thing, like, I'm not going to bring up the small things in a, hi, can I talk to the manager kind of way, because that's not the kind of person I am. So I'd rather just be like, fuck you! Like, fuck you too. I love you. That's the way I like to fight over small things.
And they're very much more methodical.
You
when I'm
argue a lot?
angry, I can't control myself. Yeah, like the Mars and Capricorn that I know gets angry all the time. Well, not all the time, but like,
can get very angry.
But when they get angry,
heated.
they can't control. That's the difference. It's like,
you can control it up to a point.
Up to a point, yeah. And so once you get angry, you can't control it. This is definitely a placement that can like see red, especially because you have some conjunctions to it that just like magnify that. But,
also,
yeah, go ahead.
Also, you saying that you argue a lot, that's a Sagittarius thing. Like, it's fire and loves like discussing beliefs. So like likes to argue opinions back and forth. So I believe that you argue a lot and that you can get very heated. But it's just like,
and emotionally heated, moon conjunct Mars. Yeah, definitely.
L Short, astrology is everything.
Has she said anything else?
No.
Okay. I was also gonna say Mars and Capricorn can be very petty, and you wouldn't expect the sign of Capricorn to be petty because I pride myself in trying to be the least petty person possible. And sometimes I take that too far and I'm like, okay, this is not a petty situation. And like, I'm still not discussing it. But anyways, Mars and Capricorn can be very petty because like they have like, because it's your status and you have this Capricorn stellium. And it's like, if somebody questions their status or something like that, it can like freak you out. So like if you're working and you've like an annoying customer that questions your status of like whether you know something or not, or like if they want to talk to a manager, like the Mars and Capricorn I know hates when somebody's like, can I talk to a manager? Because he's like, no, you can talk to me. I know what I'm talking about. And like you probably will like, it's just like they have this anger that they need to let out, and they let it out in controlled ways so that when they're letting it out, they're like, okay, this isn't like, I don't want to let it out at this person, so I'm going to let it out in this situation instead on this petty circumstance and do something that's like kind of uncalled for. But like, yeah, it's just like a weird way that they control their anger of like, I don't want to be angry at this, so instead I'll steer it towards this petty thing of this person that I don't care about.
I think what you're interpreting as petty is like what your overall objective, and I see this in Venus and Capricorn and Mars and Capricorn, is to prove that you're in power at the end of the day.
I'm just saying petty because it's a drag me.
Right. So like that's really petty to you, but like that's their everything.
Yeah, that's their everything. Yeah.
It's like as long as I prove that I'm in power
and
display like I got the final word. Like I went up to like I know someone who is the definition of petty.
And final word, that's a big thing.
Definition of petty.
Mutable signs are petty too, yeah.
Definition of petty, who is a Venus in Capricorn, and she's all over all social media. This person fucked me over, and it's like they didn't even fuck you over. They just didn't text you back. once. It's like, and like we'll take it to extreme. Like all of their actions are based off of getting off the final word. I'll just fucking give an example. So like, you know, in LA, everyone's an Instagram model, right? And if you're not an Instagram model, you're kind of, I don't know. If you post a photo that a photographer took of you, the courtesy is to put them in tag them, put them in your caption. And so like, she'll always like, she has beef with someone who took a lot of photos of her, and she'll still post the photos and be like, I don't tag people who don't text me back, or like, I don't tag the artists if they're a dick, and like, stupid.
Sorry, there's some weird conversation going on. You can continue.
Okay, well, Georgia said, I get really angry when people make fun of me for being
You're vegan! Oh my god, yes!
Yeah, no,
yeah, that's a
totally, and that's something that's behind your beliefs.
Yeah,
you know, so that's a very Sagittarius thing. And making fun of you, putting you outside of a position of power.
Yeah,
putting you in the lower hand.
Yeah, and thinking that you're not smart, like thinking, okay, because Mars in Capricorn gets angry at stupidity. Capricorn just gets angry. I get angry at stupidity, right? Anybody with Capricorn stuff, well, that's what sets them off. And so when people say that you're stupid for being vegan, you're like, how dare you think I'm stupid? I'm the fucking one with all the information here. Okay, I know I'm right, and I'm the one with all the information.
You're a yoga teacher too, yeah.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
I am certified, but I do not teach.
Your reading's actually over, and I didn't notice that. It's been over for a few minutes. But there's some messages that I need to block somebody or something.
What's going on?
I don't know. Somebody's just being stupid.
Wait, huh?
This one's being okay. Put user in timeout.
I love that kind of power. You're in a timeout.
We're only being disrespectful because she asked us to be.
Oh, is someone complaining that we're being disrespectful?
Yeah, this is a drag me.
This is a drag me. It's all lighthearted and fun.
Oh, wait, no. She's saying they're being disrespectful to the person that I put in timeout. Oh, I get it. Because somebody was like wanting to mute me because I'm annoying.
Oh.
And I was like, well, then why don't you just not watch the video? I don't know. People don't make any sense. Thank you so much. Visit me in Italy. Oh, I've been to Italy once before.
Me too.
What do you think of mutual? Oh, that's not her. That just looks similar to her. I'm putting you in timeout too.
No, it's fine, Shaina. That one's fine. They can express that opinion. I disagree, but it's fine. You can express that opinion.
I put everyone in timeout now.
Shaina's power hungry, so we're gonna go.
I'm really quick to delete comments. I'm just never knows what to say. But I see a bad comment, I'm like, okay, good.
You responded to one that I deleted in a second.
Yeah?
Yeah. It was something sexual. I don't know.
Oh, it's probably as a joke. Sometimes in a funny mood, most of the time I'm just in a delete mood.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, I was like, who replied? Oh, Shaina.
That's what I do sometimes. I go to delete it and I'll be like, oh, who replied? Oh, Nina. And I'm like, that's funny. I'll delete it. Okay. Thanks for watching, you guys.
We'll be back with some updates.
Georgia.
Yes, thank you so much.
For purchasing this reading. And we're just catching up on some of our older readings. That's why, in case you're wondering why, like, how these people buy readings. These are old readings.
Yeah, these are old readings. That's why we put them on hold, is because we gotta catch up and everything.
Yeah. The people have been waiting. We don't want them to wait anymore. Thank you. That's so sweet. Mandalax. Anyways, okay. Bye.
Bye. It was like, I want